Welcome back to the Antique Salvage Collector. Today's video is going to be a final product of the garage. I'm going to walk you through everything and we're going to show you the final work we've done. Everything is pretty much in its place at this point. There's still a few things kicking around I haven't got up yet. Some of it's going to be on the outside of the building and the majority of everything in here needs to be cleaned up. That'll be the next step in the process here. So I'm going to walk you through each step of the each wall of the garage here. We're going to do a slow video. It might take 15 minutes or so. Not going to get into too crazy detail about anything in particular. I got my little kiddos here, my little helpers here with me. Say hi. Wave hi. Hi. Say hi everybody watching.
Hi everybody watching.
Okay, you guys go sit down. My dad does the video. Yeah, you're silly. Okay, so we're going to start here on the back wall of the garage. So when you come in the main door, ignore the mess in the corner. That stuff's going to be gone in the summer. That pop machine's going outside. I've got my 1930s, 1940s porcelain Ford sign hanging there. There's some service station letters and a few other things kicking around. The toolboxes may or may not stay. I'm hoping they'll be gone in next year or so when I build a second garage. So we're going to walk down the main wall here. Here we got the Ford New Holland sign lit up on a switch. I'm going to light this stuff up as well. A couple Esso pump and a farm pump comes into my 1970s record player here in the fireplace. 65-inch flat screen above that. A couple car pictures. There's my 10-foot light up Ford sign from Truro. As we walk down here, we've got a display case here that's full of a ton of smalls. So this is just local car dealership stuff. A couple newspaper ads, Gus McDonald, Esso. Used to be where Jasper's is. That building's gone now in the corner of Dorchester and George Street. A couple old vintage driver's licenses from back in the day. Keychains from everywhere, from Cape Breton Chrysler and Plymouth to Tonic Dodge to Steel City Auto Sales. Little scrapers from different service stations that are no longer here. Here we got another number of things from McMaster's Mazda, Sheldon McMaster Toyota, John Sampson's Auto Sales, a ton of stuff from Steel City Auto Sales, Siegel Motors, Highland Motors, some newspaper ads from different dealerships that no longer exist, Island Ford. From there we go down to the bottom cabinet here, which has a collection of vintage police badges and crests from all the old towns of police before the amalgamation in '95. There's also some black, some Mad Potter stuff here as well. And then as we continue down around, we have what I call my dairy display cabinet. So there's a little bit of a display set up here that I can go in behind. These top cabinets have all the different toppers from all the old dairies in them. All local tabs. Everything in this cabinet's local. Everything from Brookfield to Co-op Sydney Mines, Co-op Cape Breton Dairymen, Highland Dairies, Sydney City Dairy, Cape Breton Dairymen's, Sydney Dairy as well. More tabs in the this cabinet up top here, and from there we got a wall with a series of Ford stuff there. There's my 1930s porcelain Ford sign. Would have had the V8 hanging below it. That's from LA Steel Ford, North Sydney as well. Same with the family of fine cars. Replacement lens, LA Steel Ford. Test Drive 64, LA Steel Ford. Bunch of vintage ashtrays, tire repair kits, and then we continue along this wall. Here I got my Capri and Cortina Ford sign and Ford Courier. That stuff came from Macaulay's Ford and Bedeck. Then we get into some of the pop stuff I got here. Pop bottles. That's also with the cabinet here. Vintage cabinet full of different soda items. Old pop bottle, a lot of McKinley stuff in there, Sydney Mineral, Springs, McDonald bottling in North Sydney, a couple good ones, vintage cash register, and that comes along to all my crates here. stacked above the bathroom. A few pop signs, soda signs and stuff as we walk into the bathroom. So as we come into here, a lot of license plates all set and ready to go, outlining, gas pump behind the door. A lot of car pictures in here. A couple more farm pumps, including an old clock face. Father-in-law's old boardwalk auto repair sign that used to be down on the Esplanade as well. I'm still on a well here, so my toilet isn't dirty, it's just well water. Die-cast cars. More car pictures. Tire stand. Couple more car pictures. Couple Fina things there on the door. So that's as we walk around. And we continue around the wall here. So we're getting into some BA stuff here. I got my Ford table here in the center. Cabinet full of stuff that has to be laminated. Mr. BA sign. Then I come around here, which is my Irving wall. Step back here so we can see. So full of Irving stuff, Irving cans. Then here I got a display cabinet and a little display going on over here as well. That porcelain BA sign's going outside. So we have the new old stock Irving trucks in here. Never been used. This cabinet's full of a lot of little Irving stuff as well. Full paper towel roll, never used. So then as we continue around this wall, just got some different sign filler in here. Got the cabinet full of die cast, a lot more die cast, 100 and so die cast cars in this one here. And as we continue, local golf sign. Now we're getting into the BA stuff here as well. So here I got two cabinets full of BA items. Just jam-packed full. I really need to get another BA cabinet on the go here. Couple fillers in over here, some nice vintage BA cans you might have seen in a few of the other videos. This cabinet's full of BA stuff. And you can keep walking down this wall. I got my restored Harley pump I did. Light up shell sign. Got three cabinets going here. Basically what you see, Texaco in one, Fina in another, White Rose in another. A lot of local White Rose stuff here. A lot of literature in here as well. GM shelf, Prestone shelf. Some Meso stuff. And a bunch of Texaco stuff as well. So as I continue down the wall, local TV sign from the 60s, 70s, McDonald's Variety. My Superline sign. I actually started cleaning that one up. It's coming out quite nice. Barkeepers there. Works great on cleaning the rust off the porcelain. So as we continue down this wall, 30 shell sign you would have saw from one of my first videos. Into the toolboxes. So this is the main hangout spot. As I show you, I'll try to get some of the ceiling here for you. A lot of BA stuff up there. Irving sign, BA. Lots of flags and different things. Lots of little fillers in here as well. This is my series of large signs. All local. And then there's a number of things down this row. From the Pop. Dean Tire. So I still got some room here. Still a little bit of room to throw a few things in. Here I got my hangouts set up. Still able to use the garage if I need to. Yeah. Okay guys, so now I'm going to give you the light up show here. This is the garage and everything that's lit up. We're going to start with the Irving sign. So the Irving sign I put on the ceiling, as you see, that's set up on rope lights and on its own switch. As you can tell, it gives a really nice glow to the garage here. And the Ford Cortina sign is also on that same switch. I'm going to walk through. As you see, the Gulf sign lights up. Shell sign in those cabinets light up as well. So everything gets brighter in here. So the Ford New Holland sign lights up. Hollis Ford sign lights up, as well as the Ford tractor sign and the big massive Ford sign. So it gives a really nice glow in here in the evenings when you come out. Typically I don't throw everything on. I usually keep the big lights off. And I just put these ones on with the cabinets as well as the Irving sign. And I lit up both sides of the Irving sign as well. So these signs here tend to illuminate and bright things up pretty bright. So I typically leave those lights off unless I'm showing them to somebody. And I just leave on what you see here, and it gives a really, and I mean, there's a lot of light coming in the bathroom right now, but when that's at nighttime and dark, it's a really nice glow in here. Yeah, so that's the garage. I just walked you through everything. I showed you all the walls one by one as they were lit up, and then we did a little light display here to show you the overall effect in the evenings here when I come out. I had a little get together here last weekend. It was great. Good spot to hang out. Everybody here had a lot of fun. They really enjoyed it. So yeah, so thanks for tuning in this week. Like I said, from this point moving forward, I'll hone in on individual things, and the educational videos will start after this as we focus on items in certain service stations, certain automotive places.